Now I would like to introduce to you someone who is going to talk to you about financial issues. With the collapse we have seen over the last few days in the stock market, and without knowing what the future holds in the economic conditions, I think it is extremely important that we approach our financial affairs not from a spirit of fear, but from a knowledge of how to protect what we have and how to make the right decisions in a time when it's very easy to react in panic rather than in thoughtful, useful knowledge of the circumstances we're dealing with. And so, without further delay, let me introduce to you Charles Sosa, who is a principal in Lifestyle Financial Services, and he's going to talk to you about how to navigate the times that we're in with your financial resources.
Hi, I'm Charles Sosa. I'm the Executive Vice President of Lifestyle Financial Services, and I just wanted to say thanks for coming to our seminar today. I hope you enjoy it. There's a lot of different topics that we speak on these seminars, and today I wanted to cover a couple in general. The first one is the Secure Act. So there's been a lot of changes. We had the Department of Labor ruling, which is now defunct, and then we ended up with the Secure Act. And the Secure Act is leading to a lot of different changes. As far as, retirees or people who are approaching retirement age. Previously, the required minimum distribution age, so the age at which the government forces you to start taking distributions from your retirement accounts, was in the past 70 and a half. However, now it has been changed to 72. So this is important. So if you haven't yet attained the age of 70 and a half, you don't have to pull money out until you're actually 72. Now, with that being said, you can still take money out after you're 59 and a half with no penalty. But as far as being forced to take it out, the new age is 72. Some of the other changes that the Secure Act has provided is that as long as you're working, you're still able to contribute to a retirement account. And as you're working, you do not have to take distributions even if you're past the age of 72. I do want to spend a few minutes talking about COVID-19. Many people are concerned right now as to what's happening in the markets and what's happening with their accounts. And so first I'd like to talk about just the virus itself. So it's a virus, it's disrupting our economy in the sense that we're shutting down businesses, tourism, certain sectors of the economy have literally just shut down overnight. And what that means is that this is a temporary change. And so people aren't acting the way we normally would. You don't see consumers going out and going to restaurants and buying certain things. Many expenditures that aren't critical are being put on hold right now. And so people are concerned, and I've talked to many clients who are concerned and asking me, is this a long-term thing? Are we in a recession? And so, no, we're not in a recession. I do not think this is going to lead to a recession. And really what I think is happening is we're just seeing someone hit the pause button. And so fear is driving the market down. Anytime I go to Costco and I see people buying a 2 or 3 year supply of toilet paper, followed by about 10 crates of bottled water, I can see that people are concerned and they're doing what makes them feel good. But it's not necessarily logical because toilet paper and bottled water will not protect you in this outbreak. However, that being said, I think there's a huge opportunity here. And so as long as you keep a calm head and evaluate your situation, it's an excellent call to action. It's an excellent call to action to review your stock portfolio, your investments. If you've noticed your investments drop a lot and it's really more than you can take as far as the risk, then it's not the market that is at issue. It's that perhaps your investment started to get riskier than you realized, and now is a good time to really review that portfolio and ensure that it still fulfills your needs and maybe dial down that risk a little bit. I do think this is going to pass, though. In the coming weeks, we'll see how quickly it does. Everyone would like it to pass quicker. However, it will take time. And so it's going to take a little time for this to die down. We're hoping that the market roars back to life and recovers, and I think it will. As far as the next 3 to 6 months, I think it's going to be rough as far as the market going up and down, but I think in the next year, we're going to see a stronger and more resilient American economy than ever. I think we're going to see a lot more manufacturing return to the United States, especially with some of the actions that China has taken regarding possibly withholding pharmaceuticals and other things. And if you look at other things, such as just the effect of having overseas manufacturing and not having that manufacturing on U.S. home soil, it's caused some strain with many businesses other than pharmaceuticals not being able to get parts and resources that they need. And so I think that's going to bring more manufacturing, more jobs, and I think it's going to be overall a very good thing. And so this brings me back to evaluating your current financial situation. I've said it a couple times, and that's because it's really important. And finances are a journey. It's not a destination. You don't reach a specific number. You don't reach a certain age where you're like, you know what, I've made it. I've done a good job. I don't have to worry about this anymore. Finances are something that are going to consistently need to be evaluated and looked after. And your situation is no different. And the fact is that when you have a plan, plans change, things change, life happens. It's always interesting, a plan is just a first step. And so after you get that plan, you need to realize that you're going to have to evaluate, you're going to have to change, and things change. Interests change, situations change. Maybe your family is growing and you have a new grandchild that you care deeply about, or maybe there's a crisis in the family that you need to plan for, or something. But situations are constantly changing, and it's always good to be constantly evaluating not only your plan and position, but your investments and your situation. And so that way you're able to ensure that your goals are going to be accomplished, and that as your goals change, you can plan accordingly. I hope you've enjoyed this seminar, and as always, if you'd like an appointment, we're always happy to meet with you. You can reach us at 800-834-2250, and we're more than happy to schedule a complimentary appointment. We do serve the entire state of California, so that's not a problem, and we look forward to meeting with you. Thank you.